Welcome back to Manga and Ramen. Welcome back to the first episode of the new Manga and Ramen, that is.
Yes, sir.
We are very excited to be here. We hope you guys are excited to watch. We have a very good episode today. A lot to talk about. Let's introduce ourselves real quick. We have Ali over here on my right. Mo, myself, T-Man, Musa. We are fresh off viewing the Dragonball Super Broly movie. Absolutely fantastic. Oh my God. So much to talk about with this movie. So many good things to get into. Ali, launch us off, please.
Oh my God. Let's first talk about the energy in that movie theater. The energy in that movie theater was so good. Everybody was screaming in that joint, clapping and everything. Ultimately, the movie was great, and everybody felt it.
Well, for me, 3/4 way through the movie, it clicked in my head like, man, this movie is better than the My Hero Academia movie.
I was thinking the same thing. Yes.
And I didn't think that it was going to be surpassed, especially how I'm a huge fan of My Hero. But at that point, then I realized we're going to have a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, I felt that same way. Really what got me, I think, was the first half of the movie being more backstory, which is something we didn't get in the previous Broly movie
that caught me
back
off
in the
guard.
90s. That didn't really have a lot of backstory for Broly. It was just him wanting to come and attack. This, giving him a full backstory, even though it took a little long, I think, the second half of the movie made up for it. So overall, the movie was great to me.
Best movie of 2019.
Hands down. I was about to say, we are about 17 days into 2019, so.
I just said, the biggest thing I liked about the movie was Broly. Of course, it was his movie, but they didn't just make him a mindless killing machine. You know, they actually showed he had compassion. You know, he had a heart. You know, and it was just mind blowing.
Well, this is one thing I was thinking about. So, looking at early reviews of the movie, when critics got to view it early, a lot of them were saying that it seemed like Goku and Vegeta had no idea what Broly was, even though they had already seen Kale in the Tournament of Power. But watching the movie, I feel like he was different than Kale. He wasn't like a mindless beast like Kale was when she went into her like crazy Super Saiyan mode.
Yeah.
He didn't really. His hair never really turned green like that. His hair was actually yellow when he fully powered up. Spoilers, of course. If you haven't seen the movie, there's gonna be a lot of spoilers in this episode.
Alert was a little late, but it's there.
Hey, but we'll put a spoiler alert.
I'm pretty sure you have pictures.
We'll edit it in there. But if you haven't seen the movie, go watch the movie first. If you don't plan on seeing it, then watch this episode.
Watch it tonight.
We're gonna spoil a lot in this movie. We'll try to keep some back, but it's gonna be hard to talk about it without spoiling some of it. But anyway, like I was saying, his hair actually turned yellow and not green as Broly did in the past. He still got really big and muscular, like Kale did, but he was more of a yellow.
But he got muscular. He got muscular before he even turned green.
Yeah,
right. So he did that too.
Yeah,
you can know as he powered up, he grew.
And they didn't take it out. He wasn't extremely big like he used to be. I was taking.
Well, okay. So in some of the scenes, he did look like monstrously big.
I don't know. Goku was rolling around. He was stomping all of that.
I mean, no, he was huge compared to how he was back then.
They did that in the first movie to make him seem more menacing because in the first movie he
stand out
evil.
more. Yeah.
The first movie he was made evil. This movie he's made to be a good human being that's being used against other people and all that
Well,
stuff.
I still feel like he was a little bit evil because he still hated Vegeta because he knew the stories of what Vegeta's father did to him and his father. Yeah. So he was still pretty bad. I mean, it's not like Vegeta had nothing to do with what his father did.
Did he still hate Vegeta?
I was about to say, I wouldn't necessarily say he was evil based off that. He was brainwashed by his father, but he wasn't even putting up resistance. He was already blinded by his anger because that's how he was.
He just couldn't control.
But he was showing signs throughout the movie of not being evil. He's saying of possibly being good. And that's why at the end, Goku said he sensed it truly in his heart.
He was about to murder that guy.
You see what I'm saying?
If it's
come on now, I explained to you.
He was about to kill that guy.
Yeah.
So okay, maybe he wasn't evil. He still has some bad stuff in him, and I don't mind Broly being a bad character. And never throughout Dragon Ball history has Broly been a good guy. So I'm fine with that. Now, the way the movie ended, I mean, if we want to go into that right now, there's a possibility for him to be good, but I don't think it's 100% necessary because I still want them to have someone to fight against. Like, so let's get into that real quick. When Frieza said that we can possibly use him to, battle against Goku and Vegeta, I was excited about that because it gives them someone else to fight against besides just Frieza going golden form again and then coming back with a different technique. If they can fight against Broly moving forward and he's, they're really pushing him to the limit, I think that's cool as opposed to him joining forces with them and they go and fight.
I was thinking that originally, but then it doesn't matter how strong anybody gets in Dragon Ball Z. they're always going to bring another character. So the next villain in the next arc is just going to be crazy, stupid, powerful. And I think if Brawly even fights him, I think Brawly's going to start getting his AP. But this is how I feel.
But it's all game.
They're going to do that.
That would be it would be surprising to see. I mean, obviously anything's possible, but I'd be really surprised if someone really beating the brakes off Broly to where he couldn't defeat him by himself.
Let's talk about the visuals of this movie. The visuals, oh my god. Like
oh my god.
Like when they turned Super Saiyan Red, Super Saiyan God.
Oh yeah.
Bro, it was like a fiery type of look and everything, and how Vegeta did it, it was just so...
That was probably the best looking.
Oh my god! It was, and then
they had a couple good ones.
How Vegeta turned,
and they were all
Saiyan.
different. Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice.
Oh my god, the visuals of the movie was like a sci-fi.
It was
type
visually
of
stunning.
Yeah, he made it. Akira Toriyama made it to where it was going to be like a sci-fi, you know what I mean, Star Wars type of look, and that's what he wanted, and he performed very well. It was fighting from the first 30 minutes of a story, which we loved. It was like fighting to like the whole entire rest of the movie, and it was just great.
I was about to say, there was so many badass moments that I can't just pick one that just stands out. Because when I think about that one, then there was another one that stood out. I can pick multiple. I'm going to go with two. Let me go with two first since I brought it up. I'm going to go with two. The first one was when Brawly threw him to the ground, and then they were in the lava. Yes. And fighting in the lava, and then the second one was when their blast clashed and they went to the other dimension.
Oh yeah,
that joint was crazy.
Gogeta was like, what the like that caught me off guard.
That was amazing.
Gogeta didn't even know where they were. That was cool. But one of the ones that stood out to me before he went Gogeta, when they were clashing and all the ice was just like crumbling. I don't know what it was about that, but the 3D effect of it with the animation, it looked so like all the ice was crumbling. It was blowing up. It looked so dope to me. I couldn't believe. Some of the animation to me looked like Dragon Ball Fighters. Like when Goku and Vegeta did that Final Flash and Kamehameha, when they kind of panned around them like that. It looked like a video game, which was cool. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, honestly, the best, even though so the My Hero Academia movie, I thought that, when I saw that, I was like, damn, that last fight.
Yeah.
I was blown away by how well it looked. And then watching this, it's like, man, it's even better. Like, where do animated movies go from here?
Yeah, when I watched,
I'm sure they can surpass that. That looks so freaking good.
When I watched the movie theater, I assumed, okay, this is going to be a Dragon Ball Z movie. You know, like we always have. It's going to be a very good movie, but it's not going to top My Hero Academia because My Hero Academia give you those feels, to give you the, you know what I mean, the compassion. It gives you all the story that you love and everything. And Dragon Ball Z is always about just fighting and everything. But this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can agree it was better than My Hero Academia. And we have a lot to look forward to. Hopefully 2019 when they come out with the new series. We hope it's in 2019.
They need to drop it.
Most likely come in 2019.
Once they see the response that the movie did, they're going to want to speed it up.
I'm fine. I guess I would like for them to come back, but I'm happy with the break they took. That movie was so good to me. It was worth.
It was worth the wait.
Yeah, everybody had their concerns that, you know what I mean, the fact that they broke. Everybody was not really happy by the fact that they just stopped making Dragon Ball Super. And I said myself, I think the movie's going to, you know what I mean, hold its weight and do better, and you know what I mean, look where we are now. That John,
yeah, it definitely was well worth the wait.
Dominated everything.
It was. Now I have one point I need to make. Now this is dealing with anime movies in general, including the My Hero Academia movie and the Dragon Ball Super movie. When I was watching the movie, it gives you this feel that a feel that you get when you watch movies with real people. Like a real movie feel. It's hard to explain because you know how anime movies back in the day and coming up for the past couple of years, they didn't connect within the series, and they would just be movies that had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even have no backstory or dialogue. They'll just have randomness within it, then some fighting, and then we'll be like, oh, they're starting to change that now. The My Hero Academia movie changed it because they made that movie coincide with the made it canon to go with the show. And they're giving you backstory, dialogue to connect it, bring it all together in movie form. And Dragon Ball Super did the same exact thing on another level. So I'm glad that anime movies are making that transition. Because all the Naruto movies back in the day had nothing to do with anything. Of course, they were nice at the end, seeing the fight and all that stuff, but there's a lot of substance throughout the movie. And this Broly movie had a lot of substance, giving us that point of view from all three of the characters, their fathers, their past when they were kids, you know? It was very, very intriguing, and I appreciated it. And then they put all the fighting on the end to put the
when I was watching the backstory stuff, I was like, it's pretty long, but I thought it was good because they explained a lot. Yeah. There's a few things I noticed, just watching the backstory. One, of course, Goku's mother looked just like Raditz. Gene, her name is. She looked just like Raditz does, but Raditz, the young Raditz, looked like Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks with black hair. As it stood out so much. I mean, he wasn't probably as big as him, but his hair looked just like those. So I don't know, maybe if they're reminiscent of, obviously Raditz's Goten's uncle. So, I mean, that's possible.
Usually he puts up way more resistance, but usually he doesn't want to fuse because it's Goku. This time he didn't want to fuse because of the dumb dance.
Yeah, that was.
So I was seeing the small.
At that moment, I was very proud of Vegeta.
Yeah, because Vegeta's going to be Vegeta at the end of the day, but he did well. He did well.
Every boss they fought Vegeta. Always charged him by himself.
Which power did he
have? Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got it. Whatever.
All right. Anyway, so moving on. What do you give the movie?
Oh man, shoot! Come on,
man. Everybody knows.
Give us a bit of dialogue. Let us know. Don't just tell us.
Okay, quick dialogue. Go.
Break it down for us.
Let's just say this: if a movie has me screaming in the movie theater, it's a 10. That's all I'm gonna say. I was screaming.
I'm jocking my answers.
I was about to say, it'll be cliche if I say 10, so I'm not going to say that. I'm going to go ahead with a 10.5.
Wait. Wait.
I'm going to give it a 10 as well. I was very impressed with the backstory, the story we got.
Nice.
We're not really used to seeing that in anime movies where they go from the canon story to a movie. They deliver a backstory that we've known about Broly for 20-some years.
But we never knew him like that.
We never knew it like this.
Exactly.
And for them to deliver on that and then give us a great movie on top of it, that's a complete 10 out of 10 for me. It gives me a lot of hope for anime movies moving forward.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll see.
They're starting a new evolution of anime movies.
Yeah.
Well, technically, Dragon Ball started it. They started it with the Battle of the Gods, and that was canon, a movie that was canon, and then Frieza John was a movie that was canon. Then it was My Hero Academia, and then it was this movie. So they're starting. Dragon Ball started the way.
But this movie, it's above and beyond those movies with a character that we've. The backstory that we got on Broly in Goku and Vegeta, like all of them. That's a backstory on all three of these characters.
That's what I'm saying. At the same
all
time,
in one movie.
It was
put together well. Like it all made sense, and then led up to a big conclusion at the end. Like that was so good. And it wasn't like the other movie.
And let's talk about Goku.
Time out.
Okay, hold on.
I was going to say we need
to. Okay.
Well, 10 out of 10.
Why?
10 out of 10.
Why is it a 10 out of 10? Everything's a 10 out of 10 to you.
I'm about to say, yeah, everything's a 10 to you.
Hey.
10.
Are you judging me?
10.
I'm not judging you.
I'll cut the clip.
I'm not judging you at all,
Why
buddy.
is it a 10 out of 10?
Well, the reason for me it's a 10 out of 10 is because, of course, I've been a long-term DBZ fan, and this movie, it just...
You said long-term One Piece fan?
One Piece your favorite anime?
Wow.
You wild for that.
What?
This guy's out of control.
No offense to all the One Piece fans.
No, me.
One Piece is dope.
I'm about to say, I'm monkey with it.
Yeah,
Luffy's a very good main character.
Luffy with it?
Monkey D. Luffy?
All right.
With a name like that?
All right, tell us why you like the
you
movie.
give us dialogue.
You won't let me talk?
Okay, silence, everybody. Everybody silence.
All right.
Wait.
The reason why I like the movie. The reason why I give it a 10 out of 10 is because, not only was it a great movie, but like I said earlier, they really did a great job with Broly. You don't understand. They did such a great job with Broly. Not only was he strong on every level that Goku and Vegeta, presented to him.
Stronger.
Yeah, or stronger.
Good God, that man was strong.
He showed at the end that he was like a Saiyan, a true-blooded Saiyan, because he.
Well, I respect that.
He showed compassion when what was that beast called? What did he call his beast?
I forgot the name.
He called it Don Don or something like that.
Don or whatever.
Don
Don Doom.
And then after all the torment and torture his father put him through, how he felt when he died, and
I'm surprised because I thought he was going to start hating him.
Yeah.
So that was very impressive to see. But you guys know how we feel about the movie.
Yeah,
Let
I know.
us know how you feel about
Tell
it.
us.
Leave it down in the comment section below.
I want to hear
if
it.
you've already seen the movie and how you feel about it. If you plan on seeing the movie and we just spoil way
Pause
too much
this.
for you.
Hey.
Or if you're
watch
just not
it.
interested in it all. Of course,
Shame on
hit
you.
the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. We appreciate the support.
We appreciate it.
Until next time, Matane.
Matane.